What is up, everybody? If you're a real Dreadful Talk fan, you watched my last episode. It was solo, and I talked about how I'd taken a little hiatus from the burrito reviews. And man, I just needed a little kick in the ass. And who's the better to give you a kick in the ass than your wife? And join me for the first time ever on Dreadful Talk, on burrito reviews, on really any of my platforms, is my wife, the gorgeous Nina Rossetti. And yeah, you've heard her many a time behind the camera. She's filmed so many of my things. If you follow me on Instagram, she films all my skate clips. She's the
mediocre videographer.
No. She's the woman behind the magic. And we're doing a little in-home version of the burrito review. Like I said, if you need a kick in the ass, who better to give it to you than your own wife? And
right.
Like I said, I needed a kick in the ass to get back on my burrito review grind. And like any burrito review, gotta have a little jarritos. We have a little bigger size bottle, but we got some pulled up, as they say in H-Town, pulled up. I swear, it's literally like I don't even drink soda. The only soda we drink is like as a household, as a family, is like the Mexican Jarritos soda, the real shit from during the burrito reviews, and just in general, we love if we're gonna drink soda, it's gonna be pretty much Jarritos. But so we got our traditional burrito review style. I get my carne asada burrito regular because that's like I said. If you're familiar with the burrito reviews, we go, carne asada burrito regular just to compare apples to apples. I do that every single place. It's easy to compare one place to another. But what's different, and if you're familiar with my burrito reviews, I sometimes say my wife orders something different. I wish I could incorporate it in the review, or sometimes I do show it in the review last minute. But this time we're doing it, just as full part of the whole burrito review experience.
Let's say the place that we're eating.
You're right. This
what are we having?
It's Tequila's Taqueria. And I don't have much more for you than that. It's Tequila's Taqueria. It's here in San Jose, correct?
Correct.
And it's Tequila's Taqueria. So usually we have the street view. We ordered delivery tonight.
DoorDash.
It's DoorDash. I'm sure you can tell. I've had more than 3 beers tonight, and I've been watching UFC fights, and we've been having a good old time.
We're being responsible.
Nina's a good old-fashioned fan of the hard ciders, and I like to get ciders too. I've been on the Coors Lights tonight, but regardless, we're being responsible, and we're supporting our local economy by ordering from Tequila's Taqueria. And like I said, I always get the carne asada burrito regular. But you got, what is it, pollo?
I got a chicken quesadilla. And it's in wet sauce, red wet sauce.
You got the quesadilla. That's not a wet burrito. That's a quesadilla.
Correct. This is their tequila quesadilla.
Tequila quesadilla. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So they have a super
I'm a little offended. So let's just do a size.
Tequila.
Let's do a size comparison. Her quesadilla is like
big
essentially.
As your head.
No, it's way bigger than my burrito. Yeah. All right, so this is a Dreadful Talk burrito review. I'm about to review this burrito. That's what I'm about to do because that's what we do here. And one of our sauces spilled, so I feel like that's kind of like it's hard. Like be real. If you was doing a burrito review and the lid wasn't on right on your salsa, you dock a half point. You not? If it was your burrito review, I don't know. You can act self-righteous if you want, but I think I know how you would come down on that. I really do. All right.
I'm cutting into this.
Cutting into it. All right, let's take some bites with no sauce first, which granted yours has some stuff. The fact that that's a quesadilla, it's not a quesadilla. That's a wet burrito, folks. And I'm not mad. Like, it's cool. Like, it looks fire. It looks delicious. But that's not a quesadilla. Like, I'm a quesadilla maestro, and that's not a quesadilla. Oh, man. So you know, I'm strict on my asada. I'm almost 30 asada burritos deep on these burrito reviews, and
30? Dang.
no, I mean I'm probably exaggerating. I've been known to do that from time to time, but in the 20s for sure. And like I said, I've had a lot of asada, and I always reference this kind of, when you close your eyes and think of asada, that's the taste you get. But for some people out there, maybe they've never had real asada, and I need to do a better job of describing it.
How would you describe that?
And I also always ask for char. If you're at all familiar with the Dreadful Talk burrito review, I always say, I want some char flavor. This is what asada should taste like. And this is checking all those boxes. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to describe because it's like, I would say smoky, but it's clearly not smoked meat. Like if you're like from the South, if you've had smoked barbecue, like that's clearly not what this is, but it's like a char. It's like a char. Like I said, you can tell the flame has directly touched the meat. Whatever adjective you use to describe that flavor on beef, which is steak, asada, you can tell the flame has touched the meat directly, whether you describe that as char, whether you describe that as smoky, that's what the fuck I'm looking for, and that's what the fuck Tequila's Taqueria gave me. And it's like I said, so I mean, on a pure asada level, already looking good. Like, I'll put it this way. If I'm talking this way about the asada, got delicious char flavor on the asada. We're already in the 8s based off pure asada first bite flavor. How are you feeling about yours? I've spoken enough.
I like it. It's good. I mean, it's nothing like too crazy. But the chicken's good. I feel like there's lots of flavor. It's not lacking on flavor. They have rice in it.
So it's rice? How? I mean, because that thing is fat. Is it? So they put rice. So that's what I'm saying. That's a wet burrito. That's not a quesadilla if there's rice. Nobody in their right mind puts rice in a quesadilla.
You know what?
Right or wrong?
Maybe. Well, I did have some ciders. So it's possible that I did order a wet burrito.
She totally ordered a wet burrito and was like, this is the craziest quesadilla I've ever seen.
Well, to be fair, their quesadillas do look very similar to their wet burritos. If you look onto Tequila's Taqueria, look on DoorDash, they look similar. And
this is brought to you by Angry Orchard. Doing this right tonight. But all right.
But overall, it's delicious.
It's delicious. So,
I recommend it. I recommend getting the red sauce. I don't know how the green sauce is because I didn't get that. But
yeah, all right. And we're about to try some of the sauces. So they gave us this very like bright red sauce. It's very like I said, vibrant in color. It's a color. Like I said, I've done a lot of these, and you don't get this color very often. It's very like vibrant red. Let's try it out. Nothing too crazy on the flavor department. Like, it tastes like it's something that would be good to dip some chips and salsa in, but as far as that burrito red sauce, I got a high standard. I don't know if it's necessarily scratching the itch. It's okay, especially with the vibrant color. And there is cheese in this burrito. Kind of a controversial topic on an authentic California taqueria carne asada burrito. Is there cheese? Is there not cheese? Some would argue that the more authentic places wouldn't put cheese. I'm a cheese guy. What can I say? I am not mad they put cheese in it. Does it make it a worse burrito? Not at all. Does it make it a better burrito? In my opinion, yes. So fuck it. Get off your high horse. And I'm pretty strict with the
cheese.
Man, if you're mad at cheese, man, you in the wrong business if you eating burritos. I'm gonna put it that way. If you take a bite of a burrito and you're just like, oh, thank God there wasn't any cheese in this. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, and she hit me with the Kawhi Leonard on the transition steal there on the green salsa. It's spilled in the bag. And there's a limited supply. You know what I'm saying? I was going for it, and she She beat me to the source, you know. That's why I like her, you know, competitive. It's Darwinism. Our genes are going to be, you know what I'm saying, going for the throat.
Well, one time you didn't even let me try one of the salsas. You just went hard on it.
Huh?
It was delicious.
Huh? Nah.
But I couldn't tell you.
I don't know if it was me. It probably was. Delicious, by the way. Green sauce harder than the red sauce. It's so... You know, you think you get a feel for it when you do so many of these, and it's like, oh, or the red sauce is going to be harder than the green sauce, or the green sauce is going to be harder than the red sauce. You can never tell. Each place is different.
I really like it.
It's delicious green sauce. Now it's spilled, which goddamn, put the fucking lid on. What are we doing here, amateur hour? Put the lid on right when we talking business here. But... what limited 25% capacity we have on this green sauce, it is fire, it is spicy, it's delicious. Red sauce, okay, have you tried the red sauce yet? I mean, there's nothing to write home about. It's not bad, it doesn't suck.
It tastes fresh, it tastes like they made it there. So
it doesn't suck.
that's good.
I'm gonna drink some tamarind soda.
Me too.
Alright, and I already mentioned, so the steak is really delicious. There's cheese, which some people may or may not like. There's rice. I can't say the rice has a necessarily super specific flavor. There's onions and cilantro, which is a major check mark for me. Like I swear, pretty much if you don't put onions and cilantro in my shit, even in a burrito regular, like you're pretty much scratched out of the 8. So they're checking a lot of the boxes here. Man, it's been a while since I've done one. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm not getting a ton of beans, and if there are beans, it's not a ton of flavor. Which, like I said,
you're right.
Any beans. Yeah, she hasn't got any beans either. So you know, like I said, even if your steak's really good, I'm judging the total package here, and having beans is definitely part of that package. Like I said, the rice is good, but doesn't necessarily stand out. They do check the delicious steak box. They check the onions and cilantro box. And they check my personal favorite cheese box, but that's up for debate. I'm going 8.4. 8.4. Which, like I said, once my first bite, I already knew it was in the 8s. And then I would have to determine what we was into next, because it wasn't a 9. 9 is like legendary status. There were some problems, but like I said, the main things, like what are the main things you want? The main things you want is that it tastes good, and the main things you want is that the steak, in my opinion, has that char carne asada flavor, which hit that nail on the damn head. No complaints. They're absolutely delicious. They said onions and cilantro is another big one for me. That's kind of where we separate the men for the boys. You check that box. Got the onions and cilantro in there. I said I'm a big fan of the melted cheese. Like I said, hate me, crucify me if you want. I like some melted cheese. And yeah, like I said, the rice, kind of take it or leave it, and not really, I guess, to be determined on the beans. Like, I bet usually when I talk a bunch of shit that there's no beans, there's usually a bunch of beans at the bottom. So I may eat these words, but hey, goddamn, make your shit evenly dispersed. And we may be talking 9 there. Because the steak, if this was a carne asada only contest, absolutely delicious. Like I said, I know I've been a little long-winded here. Like I said, blend the Coors Lights. But I'm going 8.3 or 8.4?
Oh, I think 8.3.
I think 8.3.
I'm sorry, my bad.
No, I think it's 8.3. I think it's safe to say 8.3. Err on the side of, err on the side of caution. But it's delicious. And take it away here on your. All right, we gotta clarify here. This is not being judged as a quesadilla. There's officially rice. This is officially being judged as a wet burrito with chicken, and it looks pretty goddamn tasty just visually. Like I said, feel free to hold that up to the camera and give your take on your wet burrito.
So, I am not a big fan of cartilage and fat on meat. So I'm pretty much a wimp when it comes to that. So I haven't had any of that yet. So that's a high rating burrito in my book. So I don't know. Well, let's see. Maybe
I mean, you've had a lot. So mind you guys, so she's being humble here. Every time I order something on one of these burrito reviews, even if it's behind the scenes or not, she's ordering something too. So even if it's not a burrito, she knows what she's talking about here. So you've had, but she doesn't usually get the covered burritos like this, the wet burrito. So I feel you. There's not a ton of perspective here.
I like it because it already has kind of like the sauce on it, so I don't need to add any sauce.
How do you feel about having to eat it with a fork as opposed to eating it with your hands like a real one?
Well, in front of the camera, I like it very much, and that's why I actually ordered it. But if I was just
Hollywood.
making that at home,
Hollywood.
I would just get that one.
I keep it $1.50 with y'all. Keep it $1.50 with y'all. But no, I feel you. So you like it? You like it?
No, it's good. It's really good.
All right. You're being friendly, being democratic. I feel you. Would you order it again? And in my opinion, so if you would order it again, we're maybe talking 8s. And if you wouldn't order it again, you would order something different. Maybe we're talking mid to low 7s. Would you or would you not order that again?
You know what? It depends on how I'm feeling. I may or may not order it again. So
I'm fucking married to a goddamn senator here. I didn't even know. We're finding out with you guys. Jesus Christ, Senator
well, maybe
Nina.
I'll be in the mood for it one day, but maybe one day I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm in the mood for an actual quesadilla.
Oh my! If anybody needs some diplomatic anything, like we need to get her in the Middle East to solve with this diplomacy over here. My goodness.
So I'll just give it I'll give it a 7.9.
7.9. The ultimate fence rider pick. Oh my goodness. I feel you though. Because it's right on that verge. Like you like it. It's not bad. But it's not like your go-to. Like you're not like craving to have this again anytime soon, but it's not bad.
Right, and I'm not the kind of person that even orders the same thing all the time. I like to mix it up and see what else they have on the menu.
She kind of capping a little bit. Like I know if she likes something, she gonna order it. So it's a little capitalistic. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It looks delicious. It looks good. With 7.9, and so I went with the 8.3. We're kind of in the same ballpark. It's good. Tequila's Taqueria in San Jose. Look it up because they deliver, because that's how we got it. And if you're in need of a delivery burrito, and we're talking delivery only, this may even get a couple points boosted added on the score, because not every place delivers, and they came through for us in our post-UFC beer and cider driven hunger. So, you may even get a little extra point or two. I think we're going to go on record without giving you the point or two. But hey, between me and you, wink, wink, in the name of Yuri Prohaska and Dominic Reyes, you may can go to, we're going to, and have a backroom handshake. So, I don't know. Listen, I go 8.3. She goes 7.9. Apparently, we're doing politics over here. I appreciate it. We're back on the burrito review front. This is my gorgeous, dirty multi-poo Holly. She gives everything a 10. She thinks it's delicious, and she gets our leftovers. Thank you very much, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share.
Bye.
Thank you.